In a hot minute. Sorry I've been gone. It's been really hard trying to figure out track list. I've got Jisoo's album down, I've got 2 comebacks, Lisa's album is finished, but I'm on their 3rd comeback and then I have to work on a full album, and that's going to take a hot minute. So I decided, since I've been busy and I'm not able to edit on my computer since I've been working on there mostly, I figured I'd just give you guys a short video kind of going over things in K-pop that are happening that you should know about, and my opinion on a few situations that are controversial, and giving my input on them. Now, let's go. First, we'll start off with Momo. Okay, if you didn't know, Twice did an encore stage on the show after they got a music show in, like any other group does, and they sang More and More. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I saw it, it wasn't great, definitely wasn't their best moment. I'm not gonna say it was terrible, I'm not gonna bash it, that's just, I don't know what it's like to be a music artist or an idol, so I'm not gonna say anything on that. All I can tell you is Momo was the most heavily criticized member next to Chewie, and I decided to give my opinion on this. There were a lot of people in the comment section, mostly Jeonyeon stans, just saying Jeonyeon should have more lines, which is cool, you know, we want Jeonyeon to have more lines in this house, we want a solo career for her after Twice disbands. But there were also a lot of people bashing Momo, a lot of people bashing the group as a whole, saying they didn't sing well live, they're a 5-year-old group, they should be seasoned by now, they should work on their skills more. You all sound like K-netizens. When did you get a singing education? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm aware some of you actually have a vocal education or took vocals, so perfectly, if you have a legitimate thing to say about it, I get it. But at the same time, it just doesn't seem right to criticize them. We don't know what they've been through, we don't have any idea, and honestly, I think my reasoning personally for the overall, I guess, I don't know how to say it, just poor performance of that song was probably because they were out of breath from the choreography. I have to agree with the people who said they should focus less on choreography. I would say that if it weren't for the fact that I know the girls were criticized for having choreography that was too easy. You need to get off of Twice's butt. This is not the time to be saying they're bad singers. And anyone who is criticizing Momo focused on dancing and rapping in her time as a trainee. She's even expressed back in her trainee days how she felt that she wasn't a good singer, how it made her nervous whenever she went to singing lessons, how she would do her best to make sure she didn't have to take them. And another thing she's also really, I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that they know is true, is Momo uses a fake voice. She sounds like, she just doesn't sound real. Now, there are some people who do have naturally higher voices and are able to reach higher notes, but Momo's voice is naturally deeper. I'm not saying she doesn't have potential, I'm just saying that JYP as a company has forced her to use a cute voice, and I just don't think a lot of people have the right to criticize her when you haven't heard her actual voice on 16. If you watch the survival show, it was a reality survival show made by JYP Entertainment called 16 to show their new girl group. And if you watch Momo's performances, her voice is a good bit deeper. Same with Sana, but Sana's voice I think is more, she's able to handle that octave without really killing herself or being very obvious about it. Speaking of Twice's More and More comeback, I thought I would talk about it since I didn't really talk about it that much. I did like it. I think it looks good. I love the aesthetic of it. It's very bohemian hippie. The island is very children book-esque in the music video, and I like how they transition into a more mature version of it throughout it. I liked Jeonyeon a lot in this comeback. I'm not saying that this was her era or anything, but I did like her visuals this time around. I felt like they dressed her in an appropriate manner. They gave her good styling. They didn't cop out on her like they did in Feels like any every other era beforehand. She just looked so pretty this time around. I liked the bright color palette mixed with the more mature and darker themes of the music. I also really liked Nayeon starting off the song with a touch of Mina right after. That was nice. I love the aesthetics of this comeback the most, I think. I honestly preferred the concept/teaser videos that were sent out, not the actual aesthetic of the music video we got. I wasn't a huge fan. I was thinking this flowery, more elegant version of Dance the Night Away, something that sounded like Hot from the Fancy You EP, but I wasn't the biggest fan of. It wasn't what I expected, but I actually really liked More and More as a song. I actually like it. Do I listen to it all the time? No. But I do like it. It's one of the only Twice songs I've liked on first listen. There are quite a few that are like that, and I have to say this is one of them. I enjoyed myself listening to it. I really liked their white and gold outfits the best. Also, their first stage was the nicest in my opinion. Also, this is Sana's era. She looks great. She looks fresh. A lot of people are comparing her to Ariel, and I have to say that's pretty accurate. She looks gorgeous with that red hair. And the way she moves this comeback, too, is great for her. And I feel like her stability is improving every single comeback. Every single comeback. All right. That's my conclusion and thoughts on More and More. Wait, before we go, I think if there were any things I would improve, I guess I would have gone for a more elegant, flowery concept, but I do know ballad concepts don't sell well. I just felt like Feel Special was amazing, and I do want to see a concept like that again from Twice. Not necessarily as melancholy or as glamorous, but something elegant and feminine again. Well, that's for this segment. Now on to Blackpink's How You Like That comeback. Okay, Blackpink is making a comeback with a pre-release single entitled How You Like That. It is produced by Teddy Park and a couple of other people who helped out with it, which is a good thing, so we might get a new flavor, new order. Speaking of before their comeback, I really liked Sour Candy. I like the house genre on occasion, so it was kind of a nice thing to listen to. I really enjoyed Jennie's voice a lot on this one because I just didn't know her voice was so versatile. I remember when it turned on, because she starts off the song, I had no idea it was Jennie. I was kind of surprised and very happily surprised. I like the song. It's got a good beat. Lady Gaga's drop was good. It was enjoyable. I hope the girls do a style like it for a B-side track or a promotional B-side. I don't know which, just a B-side track one day, or they explore more of that genre and style of music, because I think it fits them really well. The only member who I thought stuck out in a weird way was Lisa, since her voice is abnormally high in comparison to the other members for me. She sounded like a kid, which, like, not in a bad way, but a little bit younger than the majority of the girls. Now, the teasers coming out so far definitely give me the appropriate aura for the song. I've got a feeling this is going to be pretty accurate to what it's going to look like. I'm curious to see how the music video is going to be filmed, the set designs, and what we're going to get. Definitely the duality of Redvelvet's Cycle going on in the teasers, where you've got some cuter, not necessarily cuter, but brighter teasers to have the contrast to the darker, more definitely tougher teasers, or rougher teasers, kind of in styling. I'm curious to see the aesthetic. It'll be very interesting, and I can definitely see what Rose and Jennie were talking about when they compared it to a cat and King Kong. I think that's about accurate for the song's aura, so for that, it gives me an idea of what it's going to sound like. It's probably going to be very fast-paced with a good dance beat and a somewhat complicated choreography, but not overdoing it. Something like Boom Baya or Whistle, where it's hard, but it's not so difficult that it makes your butt hurt when you're dancing, or that they're out of breath when they're singing. Alright, now we've got an awesome subunit to debut to talk about from Red Velvet. Okay, so Irene and Sugi are having a subunit debut in July called Monster. I saw the logo, I'm dead. I saw the second teaser, I'm dead. I just want the debut date, because after that, the album's gonna be bought. I'm buying that album. It's gonna be pre-ordered. I'm here for it. I love both of them individually. I love them both as individuals. I think they're incredibly talented, and I think it looks like they're going with a theme of kind of the creepiness of, okay, imagine Russian roulette, right? But they take all of the cute off of it. What it would actually look like. And it was more gruesome and more truthful. And it had like Psycho's creepy factor, but with the dark color scheme of Automatic. That's kind of what I'm going for, and I'm in love with this idea. I'm in love with it. I want another Red Velvet subunit, but I don't know if there would be another one that would work as well as Irene and Sugi. Either way, though, I'm really excited, and I hope to see them do more in the future, and I hope this is not just a one-time thing, but I'm buying that album. You can bet me and my left leg on that. All right. It was good listening. It was good talking to you guys and letting you hear my opinions. I will be doing an unpopular opinion video soon. I've already got the recording done. I just need to edit it. Other than that, though, thank you very much for listening in, and have a nice day. And if you did like the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a nice day.